Telegram. I need to. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another training video. And today, guys, we are just going to go through the markets and then, discuss how to analyze the markets, like what we usually do. So, without wasting any time, guys, I know you guys have probably seen our new trading system and then how it works. And then, I also got a lot of questions from some of you saying that I should make a video about identifying support and resistance levels, and also like in the video, I must show how to, draw the support and resistance, okay? So it's actually very, very simple. So let's just try to define it first, okay? So let's talk about support, right? So in a nutshell, guys, support and resistance is basically price levels in the markets, like horizontal price levels. It can be horizontal levels. It also can be levels like at an incline, okay? So these levels are levels in the markets where the price will tend to not break through. The market will bounce off of that area. Okay, so let's talk about support first. So support is actually the bottom area, like something like this right here. You see where I put this line, right? That red line right there. Let me also make another, let me make it also plain for you guys, right? Let me just make another shape so you guys can see. So imagine the price is this maybe yellow box that I've just created now, right? And the price is busy moving down, down, and down, and then it reaches this level here, okay? Then it goes back up and comes back down to test this level again. We call this level at the bottom, we call it the support level, okay? This is the level in the market where, there's buying pressure and then it's preventing the price from going through this level. Okay, so this is very, very important, right? So that's support, right? The level at the bottom. Okay, and then resistance is the opposite, right? It's the level on top, like something like this. Okay, similar definition. This is the level price level in the market where the price rejects, right? It bounces off and comes back down. You see, bounces off and comes back down, bounces off and comes back down, bounces off and comes back down. Okay, so these are levels in the market where the selling pressure prevents the price from moving further higher. Okay, so now how do we draw support and resistance? Okay, so an easy way to do it, guys, you don't really have to complicate it. I mean, you can do it on all time frames. You can do it from any time frame, depending on how you want to trade, right? But for the particular strategies that I use, guys, I like to draw my support and resistance on the H1 chart and the H4 chart. Okay, so this means that we can start drawing our levels. Okay, so I have two methods. I'll show you the two methods. Right, I use a candlestick chart and a line chart. Okay, so you can use either or. So let's start with the candles because some of you guys, you're just married to the candlestick chart, right? So let's make sure that you can do it with the candlestick chart. Okay, so what you'd like to do first, okay, before you draw the lines, you need to um, look at areas where the market like turned around. Okay, so like major areas. So you see right here, there was an area where the market turned around. Right there, that's an area. Right there, that's an area. Right here, that's an area. Right there, that's an area. Right there, right there. You see everywhere where the market like made a major turn, right? That's where you're going to put your horizontal line. So let's just quickly do that. Let's start with our support levels. Okay, so I'm going to use this level right here as my support level. You guys see that? Okay, and there's no right and wrong way to do it. You just sometimes need to use your discretion because the market isn't going to go exactly to where you think. Okay, so I used this level right there to draw this line. I used these levels right here to draw that support line. Okay, now I'm going to use these levels over here to draw a resistance line, and then this level over here, right? And then those upper levels as well. Okay, we're gonna do this on a few charts, guys, so don't worry. You guys are gonna see how to do this thing. Okay, there's a level, and then also, man, like depending on which time frame you're using, okay, you don't necessarily have to, mark out the whole entire chart. Just mark out the area where you're focusing on. Okay, and then just like that, guys, we have our support and resistance, just like this. Okay, so what does this help us with? Okay, so let's say we get a buy trade. Okay, so our buy trade, we're going to, when our take profit, our target is going to be toward the next resistance, because the way the market moves, guys, if you look at how we drew the previous support and resistance, you can see that once the market breaks a level, it goes to the next major support level, right? Or resistance level. You guys see that it breaks one level, goes to the next, breaks one level, goes to the next. That's how it moves. It moves level to level. Okay, so that's the general way that the market moves, which makes this concept to be very, very important. Okay, it's a very, very important concept in trading, and very simple as well. A lot of people start here, but they also ignore it. Some people say that support and resistance doesn't work, but it's there to help you to understand the market, right? So it's there to help you to understand what's going on. Okay, so, like, say for instance, if we got a sell trade here, our target was going to be here, and then our next target, if the market breaks this level, was going to be here, and then the next target would be the next support level. Okay, so that's the logic behind it, right? So let me show you the second method that I like to use, which in fact for me seems to be much easier. So what I like to do, guys, is I like to change my chart from a candlestick or bar chart, and I like to put it on the line chart. Okay, and then now wherever I see a V top and a V bottom, that's where I'm going to put my support and resistance lines. Okay, so what I mean by V top is, you see this point right here, that's a V top, right? And this is a V bottom. You guys see that? It looks like a V. You see, this is where the market turned around. You guys see that right there? V bottom, V bottom, V bottom, V bottom, V top, V top, V top. You see? So this just makes it easier to draw the lines, like very, very quickly, because I don't really like spending too much time looking at charts. I want to just get down to business. So this is where we'd put our lines just like that. You see how much more easier this is doing it this way. Okay, and then you're going to see how nicely it comes out when you put the candlestick chart back on. Okay, so let's just do that. You see, just like that, guys. Similar results but easier. Okay, let's go ahead and have a look at another chart. Let's just put on a random chart and try to do the support resistance. Right, we want to start with the candlestick chart. Okay, so remember, guys, you look at areas, right? I'm just showing you a simple way, right? There's no exact method, but this helps you, like, it's for you to see. Okay, so you look at areas where the market turned around. So here's one level here, here's another level there, here's another level here, and then here's a resistance here. You guys see that there's a resistance here, there's a support here, right? Here's another resistance, there's another resistance. Okay, so let's just quickly, okay, this is the H4 chart. Let's keep it on the H4 chart, just for so you guys can see um how it works, right? So there's our bottom right there, here's another level right here, and then here's another level over here, there's another level over there. You guys see that? And then here's another level over here, right? Let's just use this level. Okay, some of these levels, guys, you need to use your own discretion. Okay, and then just like that, guys, we have our support and resistance, right? So this just makes it a little bit more clearer. Okay, it helps us to see this much better, you know what I mean? To see where exactly can the market go, or is likely to go, right? Where exactly is the market likely to go? So for instance, if we decide to buy here, our next target will be this one right there. If the market breaks out there, our next target is going to be up here. If the market breaks out there, our next target is going to be up here. Okay, so if the market comes down and breaks this level, Our target is going to be this one. The next target is going to be that one. Okay. So now let's just try to use the other method. Okay. The other method is changing the candlestick chart and making it to a line chart. Okay. And then from there, you just put your horizontal lines at the V tops and the V bottoms, just like that. Don't go too crazy, because sometimes you can get too excited and draw too many lines, and then it just becomes so confusing. So just try to keep your lines, put it at major levels. Don't just put them randomly, okay? Just so that your chart is clean. You don't want your chart to look crazy, right? So just like that, right? So let's look at another chart so you guys can fully understand, right? You guys can fully understand. Okay, so let's start again. So this is another random chart. As you guys can see, I'm on the H4 chart. Let's first analyze this market. You guys can see here, over here, there's a resistance up here. There's a resistance, there's a resistance, there's a support there. There's another support level here. If we look back to the price action, there is another support resistance there. You guys see everywhere where the market turned around. So let's just do that. Another method would be, guys, but this is a little bit more work. You just, everywhere where there is a turning point, that's where you add your your support and resistance, right? But then when you're done, you delete the unnecessary ones, okay? The ones that just will confuse you, right? So this just needs a little bit of practice, guys, okay? Just needs a little bit of practice. And then just like that, we have our levels. If we go down to the smaller time frames, you guys can see how important these levels can be, right? Right, just like that. And then there was another method that someone taught me years ago. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, no, no, no. There's not enough price action on these charts. Okay. All right. So let's do the second method. The second method. Okay, let me just delete these other lines. The second method, guys, remember, is to change from a candlestick chart and make it to a what is this chart again? A line chart. Okay. And then you do the same thing, like where you see a V bottom, you put your line. Where you see another V bottom, you put a line. Or you can just mark out the ones that have a lot of the support and resistance levels that have a lot of bounces on them. Okay, that helps you to, make sure that you don't put too many lines. You don't want to put too many lines on this, guys, right? And then just like that, guys, you've got your support and resistance. Let's do it on a final chart, right? Let's do it on the final chart, on a candlestick chart first. All right. So now you get the picture, guys. You get the picture. You just put your lines where the market turned, right? Just like that. And then if you want to take it a step further, right, you can also do like inclined trend lines, so something like this. You see that? You see? It gives you a little bit more structure there, right? It gives you a little bit more structure. I just remembered something, some people saying that trend lines don't work. They're just using them incorrectly, right? But it helps you to see where the potential opportunities can be, because all we need this to do is to help us to understand what's going on in the market, right? Just like that. Very simple. You see? So if you want to take it a step further, you can use trend lines, okay, in conjunction with the support and resistance, okay? So let's do this again using our other method, changing the candlestick chart to the line chart, okay? And then you just put your levels right there. You put your levels right there. You put your levels right there. You put your levels right there. Just like that. Boom. And we're done. Just like that, we have our levels, okay? Using the price action to understand what's going on. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Okay? This makes it so much easier. This makes it so much easier. Okay? I feel like I need to make another example, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it, right? Um, Look, and another hack, guys, is that if, let's say, maybe you go on a particular time frame and you don't see the other levels, you just cascade to another time frame, a higher time frame, so you can see the whole price action, right? Like you see on this Euro GBP chart, on the 15-minute chart, you can't really see the upper levels, like the upper resistance levels. Okay, so what you do is you just go on the high time frame, and then you can see more candlestick patterns or more candlestick movements, right? And then you can use that just like this. You see? Yeah. So when you research trading, guys, in this is the first concept you're gonna learn, right? This is the first concept you're gonna learn, and then just practice. Like when you're alone, you can just practice and draw these lines, and yeah, it starts here, guys. It really starts there. It really starts there, guys. It really does. You see, and then this helps you to see, guys. Like it just makes you see, like you already understand what's going on when you do this, right? You already understand. Like you can see areas where the market is about to break out, then you can anticipate where the fast movements are going to be, right? Just by doing this simple exercise. Okay, just like that, right? Okay, let's do the last one. 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 This is just for your benefit, guys. Okay, just for your benefit. So let's just see, just like that, just like that, just like that, just like that. Okay, just like this, just like that, guys. It's actually very simple. But what you need to remember, guys, is we're doing this for a specific purpose, okay? And the purpose is to understand the market, to know if we get into a trade, where are we gonna target? You see, so if we're using our MT5 system, this is how we're going to find our trades, okay? Or our targets, basically, our targets. So let me make okay, this is okay, let's make a real example, right? The volatility 150, 150 index, right? The volatility 150 index. Okay, so the volatility index, guys, you see, you start there, you do your support. I'm on the H1. I'm just trying to move quickly, right? So that you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, let's use the yeah, let's use this. Pepepe, pepepa, gusho ba, gusho wena. All right, just like that. Okay. So what does this mean? So you see, our trading system on MetaTrader 5 is telling us to buy volatility 150, right? So let's just do that, and then we buy, ne? And then you guys see from our entry point, you guys can see that, okay, where do we put our take profit? Our take profit is toward the next resistance, right? Where do we put our stop loss? We can put it behind the previous support or the previous pullback. The previous pullback would be here, somewhere here. This is the okay, the previous pullback is actually here, right there, where my cursor is, right there. That's where the previous pullback is. And then just like that, guys, we have a complete trade. Just like that. Easy. It just simplified everything. Okay? Hopefully that made sense. All right, so at least we understand that part. Let's go ahead and okay, wait. Let's first look at a few charts before we jump off. Okay, so this is a valid trading signal on volatility index. Let me just go to. I'm just gonna try and move quickly, guys. Try and move quickly. I'll tell you if I see like a trade, but volatility 100 is good. 150, I mean, 150 is good. Volatility, let's see, this one is telling us to wait. Volatility 50 index, let's see. Let's do the same. We're getting a buy signal there. Um, let's see now. All right. We're just gonna quickly do that. Target there. Then we're gonna target here. Okay, here's another one where we can buy and then take profit. But obviously, guys, we'll use our trade management strategies also, just to keep the, like, let's say if we're going to profit, guys, we're gonna have to use trade management strategies also, you know, to keep our profits. You get me? 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 All right, so you just quickly do that. All right. I'm just moving quick. So buy on volatility 150. Yes. Volatility 150 seconds. All right. And then sell on crash 1000. So let me just do that. All right. Crash 1000. Then we just go to the other chart just like that. Okay. Crash 1000, guys, doesn't really need a big lot size. Oh, it needs a bigger lot size actually for it to make sense, right? So you can barcode this one as well. This one is barcodable. Okay. So my tip for these indices, guys, would be to select one or few. There's a lot of them, guys. So just select a few, wait for the opportunity, then jump in. Because like if you try trade everything, it's gonna really take away your focus. Okay. So it's better to have that what do you call it's better to have that focus, like just focus in on a few ones, like what we do on FX. Let's do the same thing on synthetics, right? Instead of trying to trade all of the synthetic indices, right, we just focus on a few every single day. I like what this other lady told me. She said that she only trades boom and crash, right? She trades like crash 1000 and boom 1000. Okay, so something like that. That is a much better strategy than trying to trade the entire market. Okay, that never works, right? To be completely honest with you, that never works, right? So let's give ourselves a chance to succeed, right? Let's give ourselves a chance to succeed. Okay. All right. So let's just jump into the other markets. We started the stream a bit late, guys. My bad, my bad, my bad. And I said I'm gonna start early, but my bad, guys. I just had things come up that I had to attend to, right? But we here now. Okay. So, anyways, let's jump in. Let's look at the indices. We are currently in the London session. So, what rules the London session? Let's see the UK 100. Let's see if anything is popping. So, UK 100 is moving in a range, surprisingly. What is going on here? Okay, UK 100. Let's see the SP. These indices are moving. I'm sure there might be some economic explanation for this, but at this current moment, we want to find opportunities, right? So the only buy signal that I see right now on the indices is JPN 225, right? So some people don't like trading it because they don't know it, right? Let's jump to silver. Silver is still a buy, guys. We're buying all the way to, let me see which chart. We're almost at TP3, right? We're almost at TP3 on the H4 chart. So we're just gonna move past this one because already this is the trade that we gave on Monday, right? So it's been going up since Monday, right? So we bought Euro GBP and silver, okay? And then what we did, we shifted the stop loss, right? So at least that trade is still running. Okay, let me see. Let me see what's happening on gold. Gold, gold, gold. I don't like this ranging behavior that I'm seeing. We want the markets to be trending, okay? But it's all right. It's all right. Okay, USD CHF. Let's see, 70% on the volatility meter on the H1. Okay, and then what else can we say about this market? The market has been giving high highs, high lows. So it looks like it just retested. Okay, this is a potential buy signal on the H1, but let's look at other markets to confirm, you know? So let's see, Euro GBP is still going up as well. So we're already in that trade. So not gonna focus too much on it. Euro CHF is going up. Euro JPY. So I'm just scrolling, guys. I'm just scrolling, trying to find the best, the best, the best, the best, the best and the easiest. That's what I like to do, guys. You know, I go for the easiest one. Okay, AUD CHF looks like it wanna go up. Let's see. This is CHF JPY on the smaller time frame is sellable. Okay, this one is sellable. CHF JPY on the 15-minute chart. If interested, you can go ahead and look at that one. Good entry. We can see that there's the entry price right there. It's going for TP2, and then our stop loss is right there. You can either put it there at the stop loss entry or at TP1, right? It's up to you, right? But 15-minute chart, might as well. Let me just get in here. Let's see. Wait. Let's calculate first. You know what I mean? Let's calculate first, eh? Because I want to see if I can trade other things. So which stop loss are we going to use? 177.790, and then take profit is going to be 176.862, right? Okay, recommended stop loss is 0.07. Okay, let's say if I use 0.20, what's going to happen? I'm going to be risking how much? 0.20. It's not bad. Let's do, I'm doing 0.20, guys, like an OG. Right, 15-minute chart, setting this one. Okay, let's go. I'm putting my stop loss at TP1. Let's see if it's not too bad, guys. It's not too bad. All right, so now I don't remember which other one I saw. So I took a sell on the 15-minute chart on the JPY. AUD CAD buy signal on the 15-minute, very nice. Yeah, buy signal on AUD CAD, buy signal on AUD CAD. So I'm also taking this one on the H1, targeting, I'm targeting TP2. I just want to let this one run because I know that it can also run into, um, it can run also into the Asian session, so which is pretty good. All right. Okay, so let's see NZD JPY, AUD JPY, EuroCAD. Like if okay, somebody says GBP JPY seems to be selling on the H1. Let me just quickly go back. Yeah, you said GBP JPY, right? So let's go H1. Okay, yeah, it seems to be selling, but right, if you look, you need to look out for, like, I'm looking at, you see right there, if I put this line right here, I see a support level here, and then I see a resistance level here. You see, so there's a bit of ranging motion here. So what I'd do is I would put a sell limit or sell trade right here, small lot size, and then a sell stop down here, right, and target TP1. It's also a good opportunity, right? But I also like to, look for better markets, right? For me, right now, AUD CAD looks much better on the H1, right? It's looking much better on the H1. But yeah, you need to finesse that one. Let me just keep going. I'm trying to move quickly, guys. Trying to move quickly. Trying to cover ground. Trying to cover ground. Let me also just peep my other trades here. Hey, but these volatility trades, guys, these volatility trades are interesting. It's quite interesting. Because I mean, you've got something to do while you're waiting for your trades to pop on one thing, guys, on Forex, you know. Ah man, I wanted to also go live on my TikTok. Let me just go live, guys. Just hold on. I also want to go live just for a few minutes on TikTok. Guys, if you send me a message and I didn't respond, please send again because I get quite a number of messages, right? Get quite a number of messages on my MT, not on my MT4, but like on my platforms, guys. I get a lot of messages, right? So yeah, it's okay, I'm live now. Live as well on TikTok, right? So let's go with my father Christmas attire, right? So let's go. Okay, NZD CAD. Okay, it's also buy signal NZD CAD. Okay, no one trades this. Okay, wait, guys. Right, now we're going in. I need to delete some of these currencies because no one actually trades this stuff, man. This Euro PLN. Guys, no one trades that. Um, okay. You know what I see, guys, right? Euro ZAR. I'm taking this one. Boys, wait, let's look at USD ZAR first. USD ZAR. Hey, but this one you must be awake, guys, okay? You need to be awake. You see, when you deal with the ZAR, South African Rand, you must be awake, guys. Don't be sleeping. You need to be awake here, right? When you go into profit, make sure you shift that stop loss, right? So we've got some options here. Hey, this thing makes me shake, guys. Yo, USD ZAR. This thing makes me shake, right? Because it can just turn around without giving you a warning. Let's do a little bit. Now let's play some Russian roulette here. Nah, nah, nah. We taking the buy on USD ZAR. I saw the signal on Euro ZAR, but the better one to trade obviously is USD ZAR, right? Yeah, we just that's the one I'm jumping into. Let's see. The signal is on H4. The signal is on H1. The signal is on. Let's see the 15 minutes. And 15-minute as well is there. So 15-minute, 1 hour, H4, they're all speaking to each other. Let's see, 5 minutes. Even the 5 minute is agrees with us. Okay, 5 minute agrees with us. 5 minute agrees with us. So it's all good. So it's all good. So I'm taking it on H1, right? I'm taking it on H1. Okay, and then we're just gonna see. If I remember correctly, yo guys, I didn't post the news events for this week. Yo, Mabs, you are dropping the ball right now. You need to post. All right, let's keep going. Um, no one trades this. Yeah, no one trades this, guys. Hey, bruh. These other things, no one trades this stuff. Bruh. Okay, that I know. Okay, things like these. Okay, these futures here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Let's look at crypto. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. 15-minute. Bitcoin on 15-minute looking good. But let's see what's happening with NAS 100, guys. I'm not happy that I haven't opened up a trade on NAS 100 in weeks. You know, I'm not happy about that. So let's change it. We need to get a NAS 100 trade today. We need that NAS 100 trade, right? We need it. It's not just a matter of want. We need that trade on NAS 100. But um, USD ZAR, guys, that's a good trade right there. Okay, but here lot size, guys, lot size is important here. Here it's important. Let me see. GBP ZAR is also going up. Okay, so South African rand. Something's happening on the South African rand right now. We're getting some signals on GBP ZAR, Euro ZAR, USD ZAR. So something's happening right there. Something's happening. Something's happening. Let me see NZD CHF on the H4. Let me just run through this whole entire market on H4 because guys, I like trading on on H4, because hey, this thing of busy watching markets, man, I just want to open it and just dip. You know what I mean? Just want to open the trade and dip, right? So the H4, I would take that with a small lot size, USD JPY. I'll take it on a small lot size. Let's see. Euro GBP already in that. Euro CHF, Euro JPY, Euro JPY currently in a retracement, waiting for the volatility meter. We'll check it out in the US session. Let me see. Okay. Now, guys, we need a very big news event. Wait, let me just check here, guys. Let me just quickly go on investing.com, guys. I just want to see what's popping in the markets. I want to see today if there's nothing that's going to make the market, shake and tremble a bit. So let's just see. Currently on the investing.com website. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Guys, in 5 minutes, I'm gonna disconnect, all right? Okay, so it's quite a few things are happening. Okay, so today we've got FOMC, guys, which is pretty crazy. So we can hold these USD trades because now the US dollar is going to have a lot of movement today. It's going to have a lot of movement starting at 2:30. There's high impact news. Then 4:30, there's a high impact news. And then 8 p.m., there's high impact news. 8:30, there's high impact news as well. Okay, so it's a very, very busy day, right? So we could see all this ranging movement break today. Thank goodness, right? Yeah. So we could see some breakouts because of that news event. We could see some breakouts, right? So let's just quickly anticipate, right? Let's talk about the big markets right now. So the Euro USD could have, because it's making a structure right now. If you know about price patterns, or yeah, price patterns, you can see that there is a triangle forming there. Symmetrical triangle right there, which indicates the possibility of a breakout, right? So that's an interesting market for us to follow. Okay, but guys, yeah, so something's gonna happen. So we just need to be ready. Markets to look out for: the Euro USD. I'm anticipating that it's gonna go up later, so you just need to watch that. Euro JPY as well could be affected by this FOMC. Gold is really trying to fuck around, but it's also gonna pop. It's also something's gonna pop. So we just need to. Okay, so this is how I'm gonna play it, right? So because there's a news event at 4:30 p.m., right, and the New York session starts at around 3. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check after that news event what happened to the markets to see if the market hasn't restructured itself. And then at around 6 or 7 p.m., that's when I'm gonna put my trades, right, based off of the new price shifts. Okay, and then I'll just take it from there. So that's what I'm anticipating, right? Or even after this 2:30 news in the afternoon, in a few hours, it's not too many hours from now. um, we can check the markets again, and then if there's a shift, like at the market open, then we trade in that direction, because a lot is going to happen on the US dollar today. You guys can see that a lot is going to happen, right? A lot is happening, basically, you know. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, guys, we need to come up. We need to come up. We need to come. But yes, see, guys, like, I'm looking at this FX market, guys. I mean, like, for several weeks, on maybe if you look at the NZD CAD on the 4-hour chart, man, this price has just been moving sideways for weeks, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. It's been moving sideways. You see, so this is why sometimes we transition to the synthetic markets. Hey, but those things are fun to trade. I'm not gonna lie. They're so fun to trade. It's giving like NAS 100 in 20, when was it? 2018. Yeah. Yeah, those are the days, guys. You know what I mean? Those are the days. Like those are the days. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna I'm gonna dip right now, but we took a sell on CHFJPY and then we took a buy on USD ZAR, right? But USD ZAR. Now I'm saying again, this thing guys, it doesn't have, it's not friends with anybody, man. It's not friends with anybody. USD ZAR is a crazy ass animal. It's a crazy animal that needs to be monitored. Okay, you need to monitor this thing. You don't just open a trade and walk away when you're trading USD ZAR, man. This thing is like, yo, I don't know who to make an example with, but it's like a crazy ass person. Okay. All right, let me check tomorrow what's happening on the markets tomorrow. Let's see if there's anything. Tomorrow there's a public holiday in the US, so the US dollar might slow down. But then there's big news on the GBP, so which is cool, right? So let's just keep an eye on that one. Let's keep an eye on that one. All right, guys. I'm gonna come live again. I'm not gonna commit to time because I might be busy, right? So let's see. I'll be back online in a few hours. I'll be back online in a few hours, right? And then our MetaTrader 5 system is out, guys. So if you want to send me a DM, it's what we're using to trade on Deriv, right? So yeah, I've started uploading videos about it. So if you guys are interested in that, just let me know. But anyways, disconnecting right now, and we'll circle back in a few hours, guys. We'll circle back in a few hours. Take care, guys. I'm gonna holler at you later. To the wire, through the rain and through the snow.